Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to be making my pumping video. I know I said I was going to make it a few months ago, but some stuff came up and I wasn't able to. So I'm just going to talk about what pumping has done for me and how I made my pumps. So I first started out using a baby medicine syringe. Now you can buy your baby medicine syringe from almost anywhere that has a baby section, anywhere that has a medical section. Any of the pharmacies you go to, Walmart has them. Where I got mine from was Walmart, and with Walmart it actually comes with a baby medicine spoon as well as the baby medicine syringe. Now you can use both of them because, as you know, most of you know, you can use the baby medicine spoon as your STP or for your STP, and the baby medicine syringe can be used for your pumping. It basically looks like our syringes for our testosterone, except it's a lot thicker. It has a bigger opening than this. Basically what I did with it was I cut this end here off and added some padding. You can also just sandpaper it down and get it smooth so that there's no rough edges or anything like that. And then it's basically it. You just use this as a suction. You just put your spanker in this end and you use it as a suction. Now, most guys will grow out of that pump pretty quickly. It's pretty much used for guys that are pre-T or guys that are only a few months on testosterone. As you know, testosterone causes some growth, and with pumping, the growth comes quicker. So you'll need to switch to something bigger pretty quickly. Several months ago, while watching YouTube videos, I came across a video about pumping, and one of the guys, I swear to God, I would not be able to tell you where I found this video, who did the video, I don't remember, I don't think I saved it either. But there was a video that a guy made, a trans guy, that he made about pumping, and he said that he was walking down the street and around like a farm area, I guess, and he found a syringe, a very large syringe, on the ground, which looked a lot like something that was used like a horse tranquilizer or something like that. So he took it to, I think, either a vet clinic or his doctor, I'm not sure, I don't remember, and basically told him, I'm doing a little project and I was wondering if you had one of these that I could buy from you. So he ended up going home and he ended up making a pump out of it. I don't remember if I saw how he made the pump. I don't remember seeing how he made the pump. I don't remember if he even described how he made the pump. I just remember that idea. I just remember when he said that he found it on the ground and what it looked like, and I decided to see how I could use that information. So I used that information, and one day, a few months later, I ended up going to the ER for something, and it was me and another trans guy and my girlfriend. And it was like 2 o'clock in the morning that my friend got up and drove us to the hospital, and we were there for several hours. But while we were there, we ended up seeing a very large syringe, and it was a catheter syringe. And, it doesn't have a needle or anything, but it is, it's the tube. And it looks a lot like this, but much, much, much bigger. And it was a 60cc catheter syringe. So we looked to see if we could find another one, and we couldn't, and because I knew that I was spending a $100 copay for a bullshit ER visit, which they treated me like crap, I was like, we're taking that shit. So we took it, and I took it for myself, and then, I felt so bad because my friend had gotten up and driven us to the hospital, and we were there all night and whatever, so I ended up giving it to him. For the next few months, I was on a hunt to find one myself. And I ended up moving back down to Miami, got a cool doctor. I've mentioned him in a couple videos. He's awesome. And I told him about what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a pump. So he told me that he could write me a prescription for a catheter pump. And then he paused and was like, well, you know what? Wait a second. Let me look and see if I've got one in the back. So he comes back and he's got 2 different pumps, or 2 different catheter syringes. And was like, choose which one you want. So I chose the one that I thought would work best for me and took it home and tried to figure out how I could get this to work. This is what the doctor gave me. There was another piece to it, which was basically the same thing as this, the suction thing, but it was for this much bigger piece here. This here is 70 cc's, so, or a little over 2 ounces. It's much bigger. You can see it next to my head. But it's not as big as what you get from getting a cock pump at a porno store. So this one's got a lot smaller of a diameter. Next to my hand you can see the size that it is. After checking it out for a while and looking at it and trying to figure out the different ways that I could get this to work, I decided to go to a sex shop and look around at their cock pumps. Now, I found one cock pump that was called the Fireman, or Firefighter, or something like that, and decided that I wanted to take a closer look at it, so I asked them, the people that work there, if I could open up the box and take a look at it to see if it would work for what I'm trying to do. Now, I brought my catheter syringe with me, and sure enough, it fit perfectly. It's rubber, it's a rubber tip, so you just push it in as far as it needs to go to where it fits perfectly. And basically, it's just like any other cock pump, but it's smaller, so it fits our junk. And it suctions just the same, so it works great for me. Now, as far as the changes that I've seen from pumping, a lot of people say, does pumping really work? Is it painful? This and that. Now, to me, pumping is not painful. It can be painful if you pump too much, but when you buy your cock pump, it comes with a quick release valve. That's this button here, and it quickly releases it, so that if you feel too much pain, just release it, and it's gone. But for me, pumping doesn't really hurt. It actually feels good. It feels more like, like suction. So, I mean, I don't know. If you do it to a decent extent, then it can feel good. Now, as far as growth goes, I've seen a lot of growth from pumping. I first started out, like I said, pumping with the baby medicine syringe, and within a couple weeks, maybe a month, I saw a huge difference. I was about double the growth. And that was me at about 2 to 3 months on T. When I switched to this pump, I've noticed even more growth. I've been using this one for a few months now, and I've about doubled in my size yet again. So I'm really happy with the changes that I've seen on it. I've never had any negative side effects from it, and it's worked out really, really great for me. So I hope that I was able to give you guys some tips, and I hope that you guys, if you decide to try it, that you have good luck with it. I know I did, and hope everybody's doing well, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Take it easy.